We could fly a kite with our shoes off, bossa on the boombox, weather never too hot. Little breeze is all I need, and off to the races. Watch it fly like a spaceship. You're taking me places, starry-eyed and complacent. We could fly a kite with our shoes off, bossa on the boombox, weather never too hot. Little breeze is all I need, and off to the races. Watch it fly like a spaceship. You're taking me places, starry-eyed and complacent. Watch it catch the wind and go. See it sail the breeze afloat, and you're here with me. It shows I'm feeling fine. Feel the grass beneath my.
Hey, so welcome back to my YouTube. I have come to one of my little wildlife places. Basically, I've been doing this for about a week now, coming out to a wildlife place in my area, whether it be a park, a lake, a river, like somewhere that I just really like. It's very autumnal, it feels beautiful, there's wildlife to look at, and I've just been coming here once a day to read a bit of a book or to do something very chill. And the whole reason being is I feel like being in the house constantly, working from home, eating all my meals at home, like, you know, being in the house constantly was getting to us a little bit. And like, obviously I take the dogs out and stuff, but that's more for them, like to take them out, get them watered, get them fed, get them, like, you know, tired. So I'm focusing on them, and I just feel like this time coming out in my car is focusing on me, and it's such a little thing, but it just has massively improved like my mental health being in the house, because I don't feel like I'm cooped up in there all day. And it gives us that, like, right, okay, I'm gonna have half an hour away from just like work, even though like technically like bringing my camera out here and chatting with yous is work. But I think it's weird because this is one of them jobs where it very much is a hobby, which I do get paid for, so it is my income, it is work, but it doesn't feel like work, and I'm very privileged in that aspect of life. I am 110% aware of that. I've been in the social media industry for what, 5 years now? 6 years maybe? Like, God, it goes quick. By the way, if you can hear the trickle of the rain, like, it's just even more beautiful. I love it when it's raining because I just feel cozy in the car, and the sound of rain is just something I find so therapeutic. Like, I am that person that's typing in before bed rain ASMR and like leaving my phone on the bedside table with a nice rain sound. Okay, don't judge if you want, I don't really care, I love it. Side note, what I was thinking of the intros I've been doing to vlogs recently, personally I really like it. Are you bored of it? Do you think it's too much? This one on this vlog was a little longer simply because I did have some segments of going to a garden centre with my grandma from earlier in the week, and I thought they were nice Christmassy vibes, and it was a new garden centre, and I thought, you know what, I'm actually going to include that at the beginning of the video just to get the Christmas vibes going. But they're not always as long as this one was, but I have been really enjoying getting b-roll segments and all of that for the vlog. So let us know what your thoughts are on that, I'd really appreciate it. Going back to self-employment, I know 110% me coming to a car park to have some me time to read a book or whatever I want is such a privileged thing to be able to do, especially on a work day. Like, I'm so aware of that. And I think with the growth and rise of social media, it's like, it always brings us back to that audio, and no shade on anyone, but remember that audio of the TikTok makeup girl, I think she was called Michaela, I could be wrong, where she was like, try being an influencer for a day, and then she was like, it's 5:17 and I've just finished work, like, try being an influencer for a day. And I remember when that trended, I was like, oh no, love, because you've got people doing 12-hour shifts in hospitals, you've got people doing ridiculously stressful jobs, and you're what, promoting makeup products on a social media platform. And I understand that, like, the level of influencing that lady, Michaela, I believe her name's Michaela, I'm not really sure, I don't really watch a lot of like beauty influencers, does may be completely different to mine, and it may be way more stressful, but I just do feel in an influencer content creation role, you are like, you are privileged. And sometimes, like, I honestly hope people don't ever feel this when they watch my channel, but if they do, like, please tell us to go outside and touch some fucking grass, because like, having been in a corporate job, having had responsibility in a corporate setting and in a more traditional role, to then do an influencing, from my personal experience, it's not stressful. You're not answering to anybody, and the job can be stressful in terms of deadlines and stuff, but at the end of the day, you do have a lot of control over it. You do have a lot of control over what jobs you take on, what jobs you don't. You have a lot of control over how you portray your content. And yeah, like, I just, sometimes when I think it's because of the growth of TikTok. I think TikTok has brought a whole new world to the influencer kind of industry. I do think there's an effect there, and there has been an effect with kind of the industry, how the industry's portrayed people in the industry. But sometimes when I watch, like, I don't know, I just feel like I don't want to say too much, but then at the same time I'm like, I'm entitled to share my piece. Literally, sometimes, all I'm going to say is sometimes I think people need to step out. Like, I've realised, so I think, right, 2-3 years ago, social media was my world. Everything that happened on social media meant a lot to me. It meant a big deal to me. And if I was being slated on social media, it really affected my life. If people are giving us hate comments, it really affected me as a person. But I just feel like the change in myself over the last, like, 2 years, is social media is just social media, and I don't care. I do not care. Like, yes, this is my job, and there is that care there in terms of I want to produce content that I'm happy with, and I genuinely am happy with the videos I've been producing recently. I love them. I get enjoyment from making them. The people that watch us seem to get enjoyment from watching them, and I appreciate that more than I can ever explain. But it's just like, at the end of the day, social media isn't real. And what happens on social media and what you do on social media it's just a platform for us to utilise in ways we want to utilise it, for us to bring our little piece of the world to the internet. And, one day when I'm no longer here, or I'm no longer doing social media, or if I was to die, like, that is just going to be my little segment, my little stamp on the internet, and it'll be gone. And it's like, yeah, like, it's just, I don't know, like, my head is just going through a really bizarre place at the moment of, like, so many different things, and opening my mind and mindset up to so many things and do better. I think every single day I'm trying to do better, trying little things to make myself feel better, to do better, to feel like I'm helping towards something. And I think for me, it's that transition of, like, what's important and what's not. And the things that were important to 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old Demi are just not that important to 27-year-old Demi. Like, I just don't care. And it's a great thing. It's a great mentality to have, because I do think I'm realising more and more and more the actual importance of things in terms of, spending time with friends and family and being present in life. And I watch some things that go on social media, and I'm like, you are so out of touch with reality. Like, I don't know, people might look at my videos and think I am, and I think everyone's reality is different, therefore everybody is going to have a different perspective of what someone is out of touch with reality. So everyone is going to have a different opinion on that. But I just, sometimes I'm like, what? So I would really like to hear people's opinions, experience on this, because it's personally not something I'd ever experienced until recently. So I would love to hear your experiences, if you've got any thoughts or opinions. What is everyone's opinion on tarot readings, tarot readers, psychics, mediums, all of that world of things? Over the years, I have experienced a lot of. My mum is very much into psychics, mediums. We used to go to spiritualist church. My mum is really into getting her readings done. My mum has been to lots of psychics over the years, and it's always something that I've had curiosity about, but I've never fully been able to get my head around it, and I've been a little closed-minded. And I think over the last year, when I've been trying these new things and being more open-minded with things, I have thought more and more about psychics, tarot readings, all of that. Again, as an adult, I went when I was a child, but I think as an adult, it's a whole new perspective and ball game. And then I came across something which I was very, very intrigued about, and that was Keen. Keen is an online platform that allows you to connect with psychics, mediums, and tarot readers. Keen is very kindly sponsoring this section of the video. Basically, all you have to do is create an account on Keen's website, and then you get to select from hundreds of readers that are currently live right now, ready to do a reading for you. You can do the readings via phone call or text chat. I opted for text chat personally, just a preference. I get a bit of phone anxiety, so you know, a phone call is not always the option for me. What I really liked about Keen, the fact is readers have their own unique profiles where you can read reviews from people who have previously had readings from them. They all have specialities as well, designed to help you get the best from your reading, and you can read all of this before you select who you would like to do your reading. So if you know you want to get a reading about love or your work or anything like that, you can pick someone who specialises in that to get the best from your reading, and they'll be able to deeper understand your situation. I think that's so important. I think that's so important when you are connecting with a psychic, a medium or a tarot reader, to connect with someone who fully understands you and what you want to get from the reading. I think is so important. I am feeling a bit of confusion around my life at the minute, which I have talked about, I've been open with, in terms of a lot of that is work-based for me. A lot of that is not knowing where I stand and job fulfillment and all of this. And I think it was really nice to get a reading around that area of my life. Basically just ask the reader. Now, it's one of them things, isn't it? You're either going to be a believer or you're not. But I did ask around, does it feel like I'm on the path I'm meant to be on at the moment? And the advice I got shocked us, because they mentioned something specifically to me. All I gave them was my name and my date of birth. I didn't give them any of the information about myself, and the fact that they mentioned one particular thing to me really made us be like, because I feel like it's very personal, so I don't really want to say too much in terms of like the actual reading itself. But let us just tell you, one particular thing was mentioned that really resonates with my life right now. It's a whole new world, and it's a whole new ball game, and it's a whole new experience for you to experience, and I really enjoyed it. I got 2 readings and I really enjoyed them. Ian is amazing for basically bringing you in contact with talented tarot readers and astrologers. What's really exciting is I got this as well, and you can get this too. You can get your first 10-minute reading for just from $1.99. So getting your first 10 minutes for $1.99 can actually give you a saving of up to $99 or pounds. So it is absolutely incredible. You do get a proper price breakdown of what the reading's going to be before you actually get your reading, so you don't have to worry about like any unexpected costs or anything like that. The readings are all there with the prices, what you'll be charged and everything, so it's all straightforward. Go to the link trykeen.com/Demi Donnelly to get your 10-minute reading for just $1.99. Click the link in my description if you would like to find out more about Keen, or if you would like to find out more about getting yourself a tarot reading or speaking to a psychic or a medium or anything like that for a particular area in your life. I will have a link in the description which will have all the information you'll need to know. Yeah, I am currently reading. So reading for me is one of them things that I started in, I believe, March this year. I read my first book, I think it was March, when I was in Bainland. I'm sure it was. And I've kind of been on and off with it, I'm not going to lie. I have been really into reading one month, then not. And it's one of them things that I just fall in and out of. But I have been fancying, I just feel like I'm not very comfortable. I have been fancying getting back into reading a book. Now, the books I have, I'm not going to lie, they're just, I wasn't feeling them. I feel like when I bought all the books that I have, I got a lot of same books in terms of like a romantic story and this, that and that, and they're not me. I did really enjoy the first ever book I read from, I forgot the bloody author's name, Jessica Redland, and it was Seashell Cottage. I do have like a little story highlight on my Instagram with the books I've read and what I thought of them and all of that. But I feel like a lot of the books for some reason weren't me. I'm not really sure. I don't know what type of book I would really like. I don't like sci-fi. I like murder, okay? And I know that sounds really like thingy, but I do love true crime murder. We all know about the failed true crime channel I try to have. We'll not discuss that further. I already addressed that when it needed addressing. But yeah, I really am into that. I watch a lot of podcasts, YouTubers who do that type of content, but I don't know if I'd enjoy it in book form. I feel like I've tried to read crime books over the years and I haven't gotten the same fulfillment as someone telling us a story. I feel like I need to try Audible, because I think I would really enjoy Audible when I'm like doing my cleaning and stuff and having like a book being read to us. I think that's something I really need to try. But I have been trying this book. This was one on my bookshelf that I thought I would try. It's Spitfire Girl by Lily Baxter. This is the one that I'm currently reading. I'm literally like not far at all. I'm only on page 123, which is only chapter 7, so I'm not far into the book at all. But I don't know, it's one of them books that I do enjoy. I am grasped, like I keep going back to it and I'm like, oh, I'll read a chapter of this, but then I am also like sometimes zoning out as well. But I don't know if that happens with reading books. I'm not really sure. It's not one of them books where or not as of yet anyway, it's quite a big book, so it could get to that point, but it's not one of them books that I've read and ultimately being like, I can't put this down. And I know the first ever book I read, I felt like that. I felt like I couldn't put it down. But with this, I don't feel like that. So if you have any book recommendations that the storyline or the story is just so different, and I'm not really into romantic things, I don't think. I don't know, just good books. Please give us some good books. And I've read the Colleen Hoover descriptions of her books because I know that they're really, really popular, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, they don't ring me bell. I read them and I'm like, that's not ringing a bell for us. I don't know what I need book-wise. I really enjoy reading though. Like, I want to read books, but I just can't find the books I want to read. So if you have any advice, I'd really appreciate that. Anyway, when I've been doing some like life reflection and self-reflection over the kind of last year, one thing I have really, really realised is I noticed that I only ever have regrets for things that I didn't do. And I think if you've watched my vlogs over the last year, I've been a lot more risky in a way, and this can go with like whatever somebody feels is taking a risk, no matter how little, big or small. That is a risk to them, and mine was like obviously conquering fears and phobias, like of going in the sea and loads of little things like that. But them things are things that I have pushed myself to do this year, because I noticed that I have only ever had regret over things I haven't done. I don't regret things I've done because I feel like they've always come back and learned as a lesson, or I've learned from my mistake, or I feel like there was a reason that particular thing was meant to happen because it's led to something else further down the line. Like, I keep having these scary thoughts of like, I mean, a big thing, obviously Scrapshare's a big thing I've kind of done recently. My business, it's a stationery business. We do like scrapbook starter kits and planners and all of that. And on the lead up to that, on the lead up to investing a lot of money into that business, and on the lead up to creating that to be a brand, I was going to bed at night and I wasn't really sleeping because I was really worried about like, what if I've just made a mistake? What if I've just put a lot of money into something that fails? But I've did that in the past. I've put money into things, not even just financial, but I've put time and effort and money into things in the past and they've failed, but I don't regret them because they've learned as lessons, or I've been able to adapt and change or learn from that in a very big way, which has then impacted the way I've moved forward in life. So I sat there and I took myself out of it and I was like, Demi love, but even if Scrapshare fails, even if all these plans that you have for it don't go ahead, or, you know, you do make a financial investment that fails, it doesn't matter because you've never regretted a fail in your life. You've only ever regretted not trying stuff. And I feel like this is something that I just need to keep remembering. I need to actually change it to the home screen on my phone, so I'm saying it every day. Like, going back to what I said earlier, I'm trying every single day, hour, minute to be a better person. I want to learn, to grow, develop. And I think this is why traveling is so important to me, because I want to learn how others in the world live, and I want to be able to experience that and see it. And I think it just makes you much more of a self-aware person if you are able to experience other places in the world. And I'm so excited because next year we do intend to travel quite a bit, and I really want to, I think it's going to shape me as a person. There's something I'm missing and craving, and I think traveling is going to fulfill that. And I want to learn a lot when I'm traveling. I really want to learn cultures and experiences and just take it as time to educate myself and not be in my own little world and bubble, and, you know, expand from that. And I just feel like I'm so rambling here, but I just feel like I needed to sit and chat and ramble. It's just what I wanted to do today. And I think another thing about me, like, tell me if you feel this way, because this is something that I always struggle with. When life is going good, or when I'm content in life, I'm always worried because I just always have this mentality that life shouldn't be easy and life shouldn't be going well. I don't know why. It's like such a head. It's just like, no, but my head just brings us back down to like, well, you know, there's always problems in life. Things always go wrong in life, and life shouldn't be easy. I feel like that mindset takes away enjoyment from us because I'm always worried about well, if life shouldn't be easy and I'm actually finding life really easy right now, what's going to happen to destroy that feeling? And that's something that's my own personal issue that I need to deal with, because life can be amazing and life can be going smooth and life can be going great, and it's inevitable that it's not always going to be the way. There is going to be things in life that happen that are shit, and that's just the way it is going to be for every single human on this earth. Unfortunately, we're all going to experience crap things in life, bereavements, job losses, just feeling like life isn't life for you, and that's going to happen. We cannot prevent that. But I think the mindset of what I have tended to have in the past, of when things are going well, not allowing myself to fully enjoy that, because I'm like, well, when's the next bad thing going to happen, is so bad, because you're never going to allow yourself to completely enjoy your surroundings, your moment, your life. And I'm trying so hard to be in the present. If my life is going really well, enjoy it, because on the times it's not, you really would do anything to be back at where it was. So it's that like constant, I want to enjoy the moment, but I'm scared of the moment, you know? It's that weird thing. Does anybody else feel like that? I feel like there will be so many people that actually do feel this way. And it's just not talked about, is it? It's just like a bit weird. Like, it's something that you feel probably weird for saying. Like, I definitely do. But I know that if I was to speak to so many people, and I feel like the internet is my little way in how I speak to people and how I connect with different people at current, because I'm not travelling and I am at home. So I think the internet's a great way to learn and experience and connect. It's like, I just need to enjoy what I have and the moment and everything, you know? But please tell me your like opinions on this. Is this something you've experienced and felt as well? But I think as well, it goes back to like I was speaking about in a few vlogs ago about being content in life. And for me, I never really elaborated on that, but for me, true contentment isn't having everything. It's not, you know, reaching all my goals, reaching all my dreams, having everything I ever could have desired. Like, them things are nice, but that's not true contentment. For me, true contentment is being content with what I do have, no matter what that is. And whether I look at, you know, where my life plan is or where my life is going, and I think, actually, I wanted to be doing this instead of what I am currently doing at this age in my life. It doesn't matter for me. It's about being content with where I am right now and realising that things will progress, they'll get better, and if they don't, then they weren't meant to. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm just speaking so like very deeply in this vlog, and I feel like it's just thoughts I've been having, and this is like a video diary, this vlog, I suppose. It's like my little video diary for me, for, you know, to share, to get opinions for my future and to reflect. It's all of that. This is a very much video diary style of vlog, and I'm not mad at it, you know? I feel like I haven't said that in such a long time. I'm not mad at it. I used to say that all the time on my old YouTube videos. What the hell? Can anyone remember? I used to go, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Okay, shut up, love. Shut up, Demi. Anyway, when I last went to Heron Foods, I got some of these drinks, and they are so good. So I absolutely adore and love tonic water, and these are tonic rosemary, hand brewed by Swedish Tonic Stockholm, and oh my god, they are just divine. Like, I know people would probably have these with like gin and stuff. I've literally just been having them as rosemary tonic. I love, okay, so if you've ever drank tonic water, you should know, unless it just happens to me, but you know that feeling of when you drink a tonic, like the side of your jaws like tingle a bit and they like get a bit tight? Please tell us I'm not going nuts. Does anybody else experience this? Anyway, I really enjoy that feeling with tonic. It just gives us a sense of warmth. That's bizarre. I love this. Anyway, I want to go to Heron's and get some more of this. The thing is, I love Heron Foods so much, but when you find something you really like, it is kind of just like a stock shop in terms of like they get end of like season on your date stock, so once they go they probably won't restock them, and that's the only thing I don't like about Heron's. When you find something you really want, it's not always there. So when I found the other day the vegan Mulla corner yogurts, you bet I stocked up on them, because I was just like, I can't let this moment slip. I really have wanted to try them for a while. So I got a load of the ball ones, a load of the like fruit ones, which are strawberry and pomegranate, and then my mum even got us as loads as well, so I had loads of them. But I am literally having 1 or 2 of them a day, so it's fine. I don't even care. They're delicious. But these tonic waters are really good. Anyway, I am going to do another chapter or 2 in the car before I head home. I know we've just rambled on for a hell of a long time, and I'm sorry if I've bored you, but you know, sometimes you just need to chat, and I needed to chat. On my way home, I quickly popped into Home Bargains to enjoy having a browse at the new things they had in. Oh my god, I was so obsessed with all the Christmas scented shower gels. Like, I've actually took photos of them to send my mum ideas for what I would like in my Christmas beauty hamper this year.